Good morning, guys. I'm out here in the country, and I've been wanting to make some more YouTube videos, so I thought I've got some stuff on my heart that I want to talk about, but I thought I'd just take you guys along for my morning chores. So yeah, here we go. Okay. Hi, Oxford. We used to have the calf with Mama because we wanted her to have the best nutrition possible, but then she started drinking all the milk. So we were looking at our list of people that buy milk from us, trying to decide who to kick off the list, and we realized it was the calf. She needed to be kicked off. So seems heartless, but she doesn't mind. She loves her formula. She drinks it very quickly. This really takes me back to working at the daycare, making formula for my baby, for the babies there. It's weird. Not quite as careful as I was then, though. You wish you could drink that, don't you? Don't. Such a mess in here. Do you ever do that? Where you're like thinking your house is kind of okay, like it's just like lived in messy, and then you invite people over and you start cleaning for that, and you're like, oh my god, it's so disgusting. Yeah, you really want that, don't you? It smells really good. Now you guys get to see the exciting part. It's very satisfying. The calf drinks it down really fast. Okay. Hi, Belle. You hungry? Are you hungry? You scrunching your nose? She loves to scrunch up her nose in preparation. There you go. Sweet girl. See that? She loves drinking her milk, don't you? Whenever you're first have a calf and you don't know if they're drinking off their mama, you just check to see if their tail's wagging. That's how you know you're getting the good stuff. So now I'm gonna go get Belle some grain because she's getting a little older now. She's gonna have to be weaned eventually. So we've been getting her used to eating grain. Here's our Great Pyrenees. Hi, Winter. She's going to see Oxford. That's fine. Going to see her bro. Oxford was not a fan of our Great Pyrenees puppy. We got her at the same time as the cows to kind of protect them, you know. And not a fan at first, but now they're best buddies because Oxford loves to play, and the humans in his life do not love to play. There we go. Just gotta watch out for that double chin. You still hungry, girl? You want your grain? Oh. She gets like really close up because I used to bottle feed her. Okay. Okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna go do the chickens. I was planning on making this video while I'm doing my chores and talking about qualms that I wanted to talk to you about. But right now I'm finding that making a video while doing chores is actually not working out that well because, well, no, sorry, talking about other stuff while doing chores isn't really working out that well. So there's just so much about the chores. Look how beautiful that is. There's our chicken coop. And our little lady is waiting patiently to be let out. I always touch this just to be sure. Sometimes I've put it on, I've turned it off and then forgot to turn it back on when I left. Then whenever I come out the next day and turn it off, I'm actually turning it on and I get shocked. So I don't like that. Hi ladies. Hi. You hungry? Morning. Morning. I'm gonna check and see if there's some eggs from yesterday. Probably should be spraying these down. They've all got fake eggs in them to encourage the chickens to lay in these. So otherwise they just lay wherever they want. Okay, so found one egg. Here's the dog. Hi, Winter. Hi, you coming to see me now? Hello. Well, hello. Well, hello. You're getting so big. Yeah. Yes, you are. You actually look kind of clean today. It's weird. Okay, so the cow is lowing, waiting for Nathan to go milk her. So I'm gonna go on a little walk with you. So I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel probably for a couple years now, but I don't like to rush into things. My family has a kind of propensity, is that the right word? for getting very excited about things and then not actually sticking with them and not actually finishing. So I'm always worried about doing that. I really don't want to do that. So stop. Go away. If you're gonna fight, can you go somewhere else? I'm trying to talk on the camera. Go. So I didn't want to start a channel and not be able to keep doing it. I did try making a video a couple months ago and I was putting a lot of effort into it, like to make it really fancy and nice, you know. I put like a lot of montages and music and stuff. I thought it was turning out pretty cool, you know, like, I mean, it was my first video, so I'm sure I'd still look back and be like, oh, this was junky. So I put a bunch of time into it and it was just dragging on and on and on to the place where I was like starting to get burnout just putting so many hours into this one video. And it wasn't even about anything I really cared about that much. It was just, we were building a play set for our kids and trying to get it done before Easter. I might still finish it and put it up sometime because it's a fun video. There's nothing wrong with it. It just, I mean, that I feel like is kind of the point of starting out and just attacking it and getting that first video out there, is that you learn a lot of lessons. And like with that video, I definitely learned I can't put that much time into a video. I just don't have that much time. I have to, that's like a YouTuber that like you doing YouTube is their full-time job, or maybe like a video editor, maybe like that could be their full-time job. But for me, I am a stay-at-home mom with 2 kids right now, and I just don't have that much extra time. I want to be able to put out videos pretty, you know, like more regularly. And the whole reason I want to make videos is because I want an outlet to be able to share my heart and stuff, and like share, you know, what God is doing in our life, or just like revelations that I get, or just the fun stuff that's going on in our lives, you know, in our farm, and like funny stuff and whatever. And I can't do that if every time I have to make a video, you know, it's just this like huge trial for me. So I think ultimately, if I'm going to make cooler videos like that, it's going to have to be, I'm going to have a video editor to help me. And I'm going to be a lot more systematic. And I said, since I'm just starting out, I don't know how to do all that. So I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and make these really trashy videos that have very minimal editing, kind of like Roots and Refuge Farm. I'm just going to kind of try to copy her for a little bit, and then eventually find my own style and see if I can get that to work. I just really need an outlet. I need to be able to talk to people, and I need to be able to share my heart. It's just like a vital need for me. Like a racehorse is bred to race, and a milk cow is bred to make milk. I am bred to teach, and I just, and just like share out of my heart, share the things that I'm learning. It's just something in me. I just have to do it. And I'm just like, I've been getting depressed on and off through the years. And I was telling my husband like what I wanted to do, and he said, every time I tell him, he's like, you just need to start a YouTube channel. I'm like, I don't know, it's just so much work and stuff, you know. And so, but he's just really good at getting things done. He's really good at success and everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a go and just do something super, super basic and build, you know, build off of that. I'm sure it'll get more interesting as I go. So I just wanted to take this video to say hello again, and that I'm going to go ahead and start this journey now. And I'm gonna just try to be super basic, even though it kills me inside, because I know how to do super nice stuff. So I feel bad for not, you know, putting that extra effort in and stuff. But realistically, I'm just not gonna get anything. I'm just not gonna have a channel if I require myself to do that and put that much time in, because I gotta take care of my family. It has to be a very, very part-time thing. It can't be a full-time job for me, or I'm just not gonna do it. And I can't burn myself out, you know? And honestly, realistically, this is a terrible time for me to start a YouTube channel, but I'm just getting to the place where if I don't start it, I'm just never gonna start it. Like there's never gonna be a good time for me to start it. All right, I'm gonna show you guys my zucchinis. They're abysmal, unfortunately. I planted these zucchinis, and this guy's the only one that's kind of okay. It was starting to make a little baby zucchini, and it ended up dying off. So my mom told me, I was like trying, because I didn't know anything about gardening. I was like, Mom, where do I put these zucchinis and stuff? Yellow squash, because I love that kind of food. And she's like, oh, just put them off by themselves somewhere, it'll be fine. So I took that a little too literally and I put them, that's my house up there. That's like a 10-minute walk from my house. No, but it is very far away from my house. I don't know what I was thinking. It was stupid. She was like, oh. She saw where I planned out. And then also, I had some other like melons that are kind of the same variety of plant that are growing like crazy in our compost. I'll show you that too. So I think they are just not thriving down there. But I found out you can plant them in a fall garden. So probably gonna build another compost, like raised bed, and plant them. Hopefully we can still get some zucchini and yellow squash, because I just love zucchini so much. It'd be so cool to grow it myself. I'll show you what I've got. A little bit of a garden going, and then I'll be done with this video, okay? Because I've said what I needed to say. Part of what I need to say. So these are our gardens. There's Nathan getting ready to milk the cow. So glad he does that. So this is our little garden. This one's the junkiest one. We didn't know what to plant in it, so we just kept like throwing stuff in here. So now I don't know anything about gardening, so I think these probably aren't gonna grow very well. But this guy is a yellow squash. It's growing like crazy. See, this was planted way after those other ones, and it's growing amazingly because it's in this compost bed. This is an eggplant. Not sure. And these are some herbs that I planted. This is a sweet potato. Herb. This guy is not a fan of his living situation. Don't know what to do about it. So if you guys have any tips on those, I'd be happy to hear it because I don't know anything. But I did some research and I have been growing. I have my tomato garden here. This is growing super well. I had to put this up because the dog was getting in there. So we've got this sweet potato here, but then the whole rest of this garden is tomatoes. And as you can see, it's actually quite a bit kind of like too many tomatoes. Pretty crowded. But who can have too many tomatoes? I mean, come on. Aren't those beautiful? I cannot wait for the first tomato to turn red. It's going to be so exciting. I've been waiting for so long. It's been really fun growing this with my little boys and them getting to see like the process of the tomatoes coming up. They've been really, my 3-year-old's been really excited about it. And then here we have our crazy melon patch. Look at that. It's insane. There is a garden in here. A raised bed garden. You can't hardly see it because these guys are taking over so much. And we've got some very exciting melons in here. See that? Isn't that so cool? It's just so amazing to me that this plant takes sunlight and dirt and turns it into food. That's just so crazy to me. So we've got a bunch of melons coming up in here. And then I've also got this little cucumber plant, which I think this guy's just gonna have to get moved because it is growing, but I'm afraid that it's not gonna really be able to. I've been kind of trying to fight back these other ones. I'm afraid it's not gonna be able to stay. And then we've also got some, check that out. Hang on, I'll go on the other side. Check this big boy out. Oh my gosh, it's so huge. I didn't realize how huge this was. Look at how big that is already. We've got some butternut squash here. Isn't that cool? And then there's a couple more melons or squash, I don't know. Oh my gosh, that's huge. It's like as big as my forearm already. I can't believe it. Look at that. That is just amazing to me because I have never grown food before. It's so cool. I thought, like, when we moved here that I was going to love having the animal side of it, but I'm not really loving it so much. Really just loving the garden side because the garden's so much less work and it just stays the way you had it. And if it does change, it's real slow and you can just control it. All right, we'll say hi to Nathan real quick and then I'll go. And I'll go. I'm having such a good time showing you guys. Here he is. Hi, honey.
Hello.
Just coming to say hi to you while you're milking the cow. Hi, Tilly. I'm eating your morning repast.
A really dirty udder.
Gross. Nathan spoils her, gives her a whole bunch of grain right at first.
Yeah, then she won't kick. She doesn't stomp.
Alright, well, guess that's it for today. Gotta go make some breakfast for my little babies and my husband. So it was great talking to you guys. I love you. If you watch this, I really appreciate you watching it. I just really need some people someone to talk to and someone to share my heart with. So if you want to follow, if you want to subscribe, and keep up with what we're doing in our family. We've got a woodworking business and a little farm, little homestead. So we've got lots of interesting stuff. We would love that. We'd love to share it with you. Have a great day. Bye.
Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. I know, man, passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt.